Hey, what's up everybody? Darth Ponty here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures from the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Actually, I think I got that date wrong. Correct me in the comments if you know it off by heart. So yeah, the 4 turtles, I've been wanting them for a long time. I rewatched all the movies recently, and I've been crushing the cartoon. I torrented that. Awesome stuff. Such a good franchise. We've even been reading some of the new comics they've been coming out with, and some of the older ones from the past 20 years. They've done a lot of great crossovers, and reading those is really what got me into these figures when Neca announced that they were coming out with the second round of Turtles. The first round had already come out before I was interested with them, so when they announced the second wave, I got pretty excited. So yeah, here's the 4 of them. Donnie was an individual guy there. Mikey and Leo were as well. But I got Raph in the Casey Jones Raph 2-pack. So I do have Casey, but I'll be giving him his own review separately. I just figured I'd do all the turtles together, since they are all the same. But Raph being in the 2-pack did come with a couple extra accessories. So yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, turtles are awesome. Leave a comment saying which turtle is your favorite. My favorite is Leo, just because he's got 2 swords, he's the leader, and he wears blue, so he's kind of perfect to me. So yeah, let's take a look at their accessories. They all come with different accessories, but also the same accessories, if you know what I mean. They all come with their own different weapons, but they all come with, they're all basically the same body. They all come with similar hands. Honestly, having them all grouped up together, I forget who comes with which. But so all of them right now have on their holding hand, so it's just like a standard fist. 2 of them came with additional palm open hands. So there's I have 2 other pairs of them that are together there. Definitely Mikey came with the thumbs up. No shocker there. And then as well, there were 2 sets of these hands, which are kind of a pointing hand, but also a sort of holding hand, like a loose hold. Which, yeah, they look great. The detail on them is fantastic. You got the green there, but you got like you got like nice veins there, little bits of kind of brown there. The brown fingernail looks great there. Yeah, and all over there you got little flecks of like brown or like darker green. And you got the skin detail there. The little bumps and stuff there, yeah. They almost look like they're made of foam, because obviously that is what the turtles themselves were made out of for the movie, but it's very authentic to what they looked like in the movies, which looks great. Each of them also comes with their own piece of pizza, so they can have a pizza party there, which is awesome. The little turtles that NECA also came out with, they came with an open pizza box, so that would be a great accessory to have, but for all of it, I don't think I'll get it. They also come with alternate ninja masks. So they just poured into the back there. So this is the one I had on Mikey, and this is his alternate one. So I think the whole point is just to make them able to go on either side. They are more or less the same mold, just there's mirror images of each other, so I don't really care. I just flip it over to the other side and it looks fine to me. Let's pop this other one in. Just goes in like that. So yeah, they all got the same deal. Donnie and Leo's right there, same sort of difference. Clearly I have the opposites on each one, because these are like the mirrors of each other as well. And then Raphael comes with, the same deal, and here's the mirror one. But because he also comes with a hat, which as you can see there's a hole in the back, with this one that goes over both shoulders. so that it's not flowing as much. So we'll show you what that looks like. So yeah, this is because he was in disguise when he met Casey. So that's their deal. Yeah, you just put the bandana on then, and then the hat just kind of goes over, thinking there's a hole there to be, yeah, so it just leaves a hole there just so that can fit in there and give it room. So yeah, he looks pretty great like that. Wearing that fedora. Because that is just a fantastic disguise there. He looks human now. I never would have recognized him without the hat. Raph, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Problem solved. Raph also comes with this backpack, which doesn't do anything. It just goes over. The straps are really flexible. The back is kind of a soft-ish, semi-hard plastic. But the detail is great in there. It just looks like a classic old canvas backpack. With all the little straps on there. They've got little softer ones down here that just hang off. Obviously, it's very caved in to fit over the shell. So that's what it looks like on the back there. And it goes over the arms pretty nicely. Take these out. It goes over pretty easily. And it almost looks a little loose on the back there, but it fits good. And I think it's just because the intent was also to have the jacket on underneath that. So I'll show you that as well, the jacket. The jacket is probably the accessory that I was most excited for. It's pretty good, soft goods. It fits the turtles great. It doesn't fit anybody else at all, because I guess just the proportions of the turtles, they're very wide for their height. So if you put it on any other figure, it's going to look massive and short. The only other figure that I was able to put it on that it didn't look terrible was my Marvel Legends Hercules figure that came with the Endgame Thanos wave. He was the only one that kind of worked it off just because he's so buff, but it still looked kind of short on him. Yeah, so everything works pretty well with it. They've got like actual buttons on it. No buttonholes, they're just for show, but the belt actually works great. And it does have pockets that do actually work. See here, just give me 1 second while I do up that belt there. And it works like an actual belt on a trench coat, just like mine I have in my closet. Don't worry, I'm not like the streaker gremlin. I wear it for normal trench coat wearing purposes. Go. Goes through all the belt loops. So it's a little bit of a project to put it on, but looks great once it's there. All right. So yeah, you can go collar up or collar down. It's not much of a collar, but you know. Yeah, so actual pockets there. So I'll show you how deep they are. So notice the side here. So they'll go all the way in. So I don't know if it's really a pocket or as much as just a hole. Here, let's use Donnie's staff here as a real test to see how deep it goes. Yeah, it goes right to the wherever. So that's cool. You can just cram a lot of stuff in there. A lot of pizza. Or something. Manholes. Manhole covers. Yeah, another reason why this jacket does not fit well on anybody else is because of this nice hump in the back that was put in there, obviously, because the turtles need room for their shells. So when you really think about it, Raph was totally wearing a custom trench coat in that movie, because that coat would have not fit anybody properly. No human, at least. Yeah, so there he is with the backpack on. Fits good. He's going to the movies. He's gonna go see Critters. That was the movie that was on the marquee at the theater he went to in the movie. And there you go. That's what Raph looks like. He's in perfect disguise. He 100% looks human now and not like a mutant teenage turtle. So that's all of their accessories. Well, I guess I'll talk about their weapons too. I haven't yet. So yeah, Donnie comes with his bow staff, which looks nice there. Nice rope, kind of woven handle there. Nice stick. Raph got his size, which look good there. A little bit of scuffing on the silver paint here, showing just the black plastic underneath. Yeah, the handle looks really good there. Mikey comes with his nunchucks. He comes with 2. All the turtles have different kind of belts to hold their weapons. So Mikey here, you can see there's an extension that he did custom there to hold his nunchucks there on each side. So it's just a bendy wire there, so they go all the way out like that. And for the actual movie, because at the very end when Splinter throws Shredder off the roof using a nunchuck, it's actually Mikey's nunchuck, which is why it's the exact same nunchuck that Splinter came with and not one of the other ones that the foot soldiers came with. If you're wondering what that background is, I'll show you in a later review with those figures as well, because I did get them as well and haven't done videos for them yet. That's how Mikey stores his. Donnie stores his on his back. He's got these little loops that the bow staff just slides through. Oh wow, one of them is actually undone. Oh, super. Gonna need tweezers for that. I will do that later. But yeah, so that is what would have happened. Would have just slid through and held like that. But yeah, it falls out there. So yeah, Raph. I'll take off the trench. I'll just undo the trench coat there to show you how he stores his. So he's got his holsters in the front there. It's just sorry about that. So you can see there the loop hole there. They just slide right through, like so. And the same on the other side. Shloop. That's Raph, ready to fight somebody. And then Leo, he's got his 2 katanas. I always wondered why Leo was the only one with katanas. If I was one of the other turtles, I would be so disappointed. I would be so mad. Leo got an actual friggin' weapon and everybody else got a borderline toy. Not to say that they can't all be used well, but let's be real. I would rather have a sword in a sword fight than anything else. But yeah, so he's got these nice katanas. These are unique. The foot soldier, the bladed foot soldier, did not come with this particular katana. It was a different mold. So yeah, and he's got an identical one here. Yeah, they look great. I love the pointy corner there. So then he's got his scabbards here on his back. They go in like that. I always thought they looked weird how they're just kind of open at the top there, but I guess that's just an aesthetic thing to me. Yeah, that's their accessories. Let's go with their design and paint. So I remember reading somewhere before I got them that they apparently have different paint jobs. It's like they're not all the same green, kind of like the cartoon, how they were slightly different. Like there were 2 different greens that the 4 were. So I think that is apparent. Neca is doing more of the cartoon turtle figures, and 2 of them look like a darker green, and 2 of them a lighter green as well. 2 of them are smiling and 2 of them aren't, so they're doing them kind of in pairs, I guess. Like, it's been a while since I watched the cartoon, so they could have done that from the beginning. They probably would have. But I just, didn't notice or ever noticed who was which, sort of thing. So yeah, let's see if we can spot the differences here. I'll be honest, to me they are looking all pretty similar, color-wise. Actually, hang on here. Let's take a look here with Leo and Raph. They more or less trying to spot the difference just with their freckles and stuff. Well, straight up, their arms are a different mold here. Raph has, I think, a little more muscle here. He's got a bigger tricep there than Leo. Their forearms are the same, but yeah, the upper arm is different, so the pattern on the shoulder there is also different. It looks like... I'm trying to get the lighting right here. Looks like their backs here have different freckles on them. Their heads are obviously entirely unique. But yeah, same here with the other arm. Right on, okay. Their shells look the same. Obviously they have different, belts and stuff. Let's take a look at the legs here. So they look pretty similar, but at the same time, I feel like there's some differences here. So they do have independent, unique paint jobs, which is pretty cool. Same, yeah, so I guess the molds are the same, but their paint jobs are slightly different. So yeah, Leo's got a little bit of orange or red here on his knee. Raph does not. Leo's got more of that on the other side here. Mikey's got the most amount of orange on his knee pads, but that's just in the middle. So that's different as well. Yeah, so Mikey has the same arms as Leo. And looks like Donnie might have the same arms as Raph. Yes, they do. Interesting. Well, yeah, same. Just had to make sure that was in the light there. Well, let's see now if these two have the same. Oh, no. Different freckles on the back there. All right, let's see if Donnie has it the same with anybody else. No, they all seem to be different. Very cool. Yeah, they are all different. So then let's look at the shells here. Raph is definitely the unique one because he's got cuts and stuff on his shell. Let's take a look at the other 3 to see if their shells match up, because that's more of a mold thing than anything. And no, they look very different, just in like painter detail. The swirlies on Mikey's look significantly smaller. Donnie's look much bigger, but... Okay, so Mikey and Leo might be the same, but Leo has more paint on it. Like, the lines are much more pronounced there with the blacks, and Mikey's here almost, look orangey kind of to match his colors there. But, yeah, oh, wow. No, geez, I'm just even noticing there. The actual segment pieces on Donnie's shell are significantly larger than Leo's here. Leo has a bunch of, like, little ones going around, like Mikey. Whereas Donnie just has some big ones there, just like Raph. Okay. So yeah, they are the same mold through and through with different paint. And then the scars make him unique. Yeah, so at least for the movie ones, I don't know if the cartoon is the same with who's identical to who in mold or color. But yeah, so sculpt-wise... Raph and Donnie are the same, and Leo and Mikey are also the same. So we got them in 2 teams here, which is never how they team up in the show or anything. In the cartoon, Donnie and Leo often team up and Raph and Mikey team up, which is just never fair. You don't want a jokester and a hothead teaming up to go against a tactical genius and a actual genius. That just isn't fair at all. So yeah, that was a long-winded look at their design and paint. So let's take a look at their articulation, which is all the same, so we don't need to look at that for everybody. So they've got some really good head tilts. Head, it's just on a swivel up top, so head goes down that far, which is pretty good, and doesn't go back really at all. There's no neck articulation or anything here, so they can only be head level, which is fine. I mean, I guess they got a shell there, so they can't really go back anyway. But then they got good tilt like that. Their shoulders go out, not that high, just about there. They have double jointed elbows, but they can only go so far in because of the elbow pads. And you can see that the elbows pads are on a peg, so they are not moving anywhere. Yeah, they're not moving anywhere. I think the knee pads are the same deal. Yeah, you can see it right there. So it must be attached. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's attached to the middle piece. So so that's as best they do. Just about 90 or slightly better than 90. Both sides there. Their upper torso, so you can see right back here, their shell is one piece, and then their torso kind of moves semi-free within. So it's just on a swivel there like that, and their base is fixed in with the body. So yeah, there's not much movement there, but yeah. So legs kick forward like that, which for a turtle is not that great. For a ninja, I should say. They can nearly do the splits, though, which is fairly ninja-like, so they can get a good side kick there going. And obviously, because of the shell in the back there, they really can't kick back at all. And then because of the knee pad as well in the back there, their knees can only get to really 45 degrees. And then their feet go that far back, that far forward, which really is not much forward at all. Well, a little bit there, kind of. And then they got the swivel and peg holes there. So you can put them on any Neca-friendly stand, and then they'll be able to do any sort of cool pose without falling over with one of their feet in. And as well, their wrists are all have this kind of articulation, this sort of up and down with swivel. So that's their articulation. I got all of these at EB Games. The turtles all sell for $30 Canadian, or I think like 35. And the Casey Jones Raph 2-pack was selling for $70 Canadian. So overall, if you're a big fan of the turtles, I highly recommend that you get these. They're great figures. They look awesome. They're very authentic to the movie. And just overall, super cowabunga. So that's all I got to say about these guys. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if there's any other figures you'd like me to review. Thanks.